All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. This is a calendar for cases that have recently been arrested. Individuals have recently been arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrest, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has already accused the cases of the offenses brought against them, and the cases have been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will usually be the defendant's initial appearance before a state court judge, so we are able to address several matters such as plea offers, arraignments, and possible arraignments if one has been made by the state at this juncture on a plea offer. I'm going to begin by advising everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed on YouTube, so govern yourselves accordingly. I want to remind the defendants on this calendar that you do have certain constitutional rights. You have a right to have counsel, and you should know who your attorneys are by now and have spoken to them prior to court. You also have a right to remain silent. And remember that anything that you state about the facts, the circumstances, or the occurrences of your case can and will be held against you. The state is here and they're listening. So govern yourselves accordingly and listen to your attorney. All right. Who do we have first, deputies?
And we're gonna go with position number 4, Mr. Christopher Lloyd.
Number 4.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This is 24 CR 007538J. Christopher Lloyd, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and damage to property. Pretrial?
12 total. Went to court earlier for a CWAC charge. On probation out of car for armed robbery, burglary, hijacking motor vehicle, ag assault. 2013 sale of marijuana conviction.
All right, state.
Your Honors, this incident happened October 12th of 2024. The incident location is 2460 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Southwest in Atlanta. The victim in this case is Miss Betty Wright, who is the defendant's mother. The victim was going to the store on the day of the incident when the defendant asked if he could go with her, and she said no. This then angered the defendant, and he told her that if he couldn't go to the store, then she couldn't go either. He then proceeded to take the victim's cane and then broke the rear and passenger side windows of her car. Our office has spoken with Ms. Wright, who states that her and her son do not live together. The incident.
Hold on, man.
Hold on a second.
Don't take up, man. Stand up, sit down.
Conduct yourself as a young
Relax, man. Relax. Sit, push his chair back.
Is he okay?
Shall I continue, Your Honor?
Yes, go ahead.
His mother states that that's her residence. He doesn't live there. She confirmed the events in the warrant, stated that he just got out of prison after 10 years this past August, and she thinks that he is experiencing some MH issues as well as some anger issues. She says that she's talked to her son since this incident but hasn't seen him. She is okay with contact but wants him to stay away from her residence. The state's recommendation is going to be for a $1,000 surety bond, that the defendant have no further violent contact with his mother, that he stay away from her residence, and that he have no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. I believe Miss Betty Wright is on the Zoom, so I would ask that you sound for her.
All right, Miss Wright. Miss Betty Wright.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you wish to address the court today, yes or no?
Just
Hold on, yes or no?
yes.
All right, if you do, you have to turn on your camera and I'll have to swear you in.
Okay, that's okay.
All right, so you can mute yourself and we'll go forward.
Okay.
All right, PD Cook.
Yes. Mr. Howard, do you know if he received a bond earlier today?
Norris, did he get a bond?
Yeah, I don't know what the amount was. Sorry about that.
I'll go find out.
No, it's not that big a deal. I was just curious. Your Honor, it is a we understand the background. It is a criminal trespass damage to property case. Again, my client is homeless and is not working, has no funds to pay a serious surety bond. And I'm just guessing that even though we don't know what happened in felony court, it might be a fairly substantial bond. So we would ask the court we have no objection to a stay away. If the alleged victim wishes further contact, that's fine. We're indifferent one way or the other. We would ask for the lowest possible bond given his current and financial circumstances and what is likely to have been a substantial felony bond. We don't know what it is, but just likely.
Mhm. The issue is this is one of the restricted charges, and I really don't know that I would bring him through pretrial if he's not going to have the ability to report in. And I know he has bigger fish to fry with the felony cases. I will, just so that we can see what happens, I'll make it a $500 surety bond. And I don't know, I think that unless Ms. Wright changes her mind, I know this happened back in October, but I don't know that I want them to have contact, and I'm sure there's been some cooling down, but I want to make sure that she's gonna be safe. So I'm going to order with that $500 surety bond to stay away from her residence. And I'm going to say right now, no further contact until further order of the court. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should do it for now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, Judge. I just have a quick announcement for position number 2 here at ATDC. We actually need a Spanish interpreter.
Yes,
Yes,
I think we were trying to get one. We don't have one yet. So
Yes,
we'll
that
work
was
for
requested.
Sam.
That was requested. We have a need for one for position 2 and 3.
Okay. Let's see if we can find one.
Thank you.
Okay. And who else do we have?
This is gonna be position number 1, Mr. Barnett.
Huh?
Position number 1, Mr. Barnett.
Thank you. 24 CR 007535D. Charles Barnett, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass and damage to property, pretrial.
4th adult arrest, 2024 trespass, obstruction, NOLO, 2023 trespass.
All right. State.
I also see that he has a 2024 arrest from MARTA from January of this year. This incident happened November 6th at 30 Alabama Street Southwest in Atlanta. The defendant was on a MARTA bus and is accused of kicking the glass door of the MARTA bus, causing it to shatter. He currently has a $600 surety bond. We would ask that it remain the same, that he stay away from all MARTA locations and properties, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right. PD Cook.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't know if he's been convicted of a trespass before. If not, it would not necessarily be a restricted charge. Again, he is not working. He's homeless. He lives in shelters. I know occasionally he tries to get to Coventry House to stay the night. So we would be seeking a signature bond at whatever level the court deems appropriate.
Do we know pretrial at all? This is his first. Do you have it, ASG McCockey? Is this his first?
NOLO.
I think he has a 2024 criminal trespass that he pled NOLO to from February 27th, 2024.
Okay.
So this would be his second. But again, if he's has the issues with reporting and homeless, I don't know. Then I'll just leave it at the $600 surety bond. And just leave it the same. Make sure that there's a stay away from all MARTA. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
All right, we're gonna go to position number 6,
Okay,
Mr. Ramel Thomas.
okay. 24 CR 007540G. Mr. Thomas is charged with 1 count of willful obstruction. Law enforcement officer, pretrial.
7 total on probation for entering auto out of Muskogee County. 2021 battery arrest. 2021 theft by receiving, entering auto, first offender. 2020 afraid, that was dismissed. 2019 trespass, NOLO. 2019 arson in the first degree, dead docket. And a 2019 simple battery arrest.
All right,
Your Honor, this is an incident that happened October the 27th on Old National Highway in College Park, address 4875. This is the Chevron Food Mart. Police responded to a suspicious person. They went to the scene and the defendant was observed arguing with the cashier. He had submitted a $100 bill to the cashier in payment for goods there that literally had written on it for motion picture purposes. Was obviously a fake bill. The defendant was on scene arguing with the cashier about why they wouldn't take it. Police took the bill and asked the defendant to walk outside to try to diffuse the situation. They asked him where he received the bill. He was evasive. He said he got it from working. Then he said he got it from the bank about a week ago. When police asked for his ID, he turned around and walked away, eventually running across the street. Other units were called for backup and assisted in getting him under arrest. He looked like he was having some kind of a substance abuse seizure and was given Narcan, Your Honor, and went from being unresponsive to being responsive. It was verified that he also had a warrant out of DeKalb County for simple assault, so he was taken into custody. He's charged with a count of obstruction because the obviously fake bill can't be forgery. Anyone, a reasonable person looking at something that says for motion picture purposes would know when presented that it was a fake. And that's where we are. We'd ask for a $1,000 surety, Your Honor, to stay away from the location, the Chevron Food Mart at 4875 Old National, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
okay. PD, oh, is it McLean or Cook?
It should be Mr. McLean.
Okay. You're still on mute.
There we go.
Okay. Then
Got
it took
me.
your camera away.
Right, sent the camera away, darn it.
There you go.
Okay. Obviously this is some kind of MH issue. The police report said something about he was paying for gas, but he's on foot. It makes no sense. I guess he could have been bargaining. I mean, this is nothing I've gotten from my client, but you could speculate that, buy me a Coca-Cola and I'll pay for your gas. I just don't know what's going on with him. We need a social worker. What was the recommendation?
Surety bond.
Right. If he's going to be in through, he's not going to make bond, Your Honor. If he's going to be in through SAP, I would say let's get a social worker to check him out for BHET. This is just so obviously MH. It's ridiculous. So we would ask the court to consider a signature bond. It just depends on other factors like jail overcrowding and things like that as far as policy considerations. But for my client, he needs help.
All right, I will order the surety bond. It'll be a $1,000 surety bond. Order BHET. Stay away from 4875 Old National Highway. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I think that'll be it for now. Anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, I think he wants to tell you something about his job.
All right.
Sure.
I work a job. I work at churches, everything. I just was trying to get to work and stuff. I don't bother nobody in there. I work at churches and everything, and they pop up. They know I work in the area. So and I get in hotel rooms with the money I working for it from churches. That's the only reason. I just trying to live. I don't got no family or nobody to go to. And instead of me going to the homeless shelter, that's why I was working at churches.
Yeah, I understand. And I know your attorney will probably tell you not to say any more about the incident. And I'm assuming you don't have any family to help, but I want you to get the BHET, which is an examination to see if there's some more services that they can provide to you, or even the social worker visit for you. So what I'll do is I will lower that bond a little bit, but I just don't see with that charge, it's got to go through pretrial. I don't know if you're going to be able to keep up with pretrial. And you do have some history here. So I will make it a $500 surety bond. Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you.
I keep up with pretrial.
Now,
I keep up with pretrial.
do you have a
He
phone?
doesn't understand. I'm going to talk to me.
Yeah, let's have a visit with you. And then once they have a visit, they can give some recommendations, and your attorney can then apply for a modification depending on what they say once they meet with you and talk with you, okay? Okay.
I don't got no family members or nothing like that. My parents deceased, and I just was working to have somewhere to sleep so I don't be in the cold. So I don't really got no support system.
I understand. Well, I've lowered it to $500, so that's the lowest I will do. I'm not gonna entertain a signature bond just yet.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
You're welcome.
You go. Come on. Next, Your Honor, this is going to be position number 5, Ms. Monica Smith.
All right, 24 CR 007539A. Monica Smith, charged at 1 count of battery, pre-trial.
14 total. 2010 simple battery, Nolo. That's it. That was the last.
Okay. State.
Your Honor, this is an incident that happened on the 6th, so yesterday at 185 Central Avenue. I only have warrants, so there's not a lot of facts available. Just based on the address, I was wondering what specifically the facts were. But ultimately, at about 2:45 p.m. there at the courthouse, the defendant struck victim Ayanna Reed in her left eye, causing a laceration. This was a Fulton County Sheriff warrant and arrest. We've tried to get in touch with Miss Reed today and haven't been successful yet, but we'll continue to try. We'd asked for a $2,000 surety, no contact with Miss Reed, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons. I would note that although her criminal history stopped until yesterday in 2010, She has arrests for simple battery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, multiple deposit account fraud cases, harassing phone calls, aggravated assault conviction, and a deposit account fraud conviction, as well as a shoplifting conviction in her history. And those are the reasons for the surety bond request. Thank you.
Okay. McLean, PD McLean.
I think I succeeded in unmuting finally.
Mhm.
My client is 53 years old. Um, this is animosity between parties at a child support hearing. It's not the first hearing they had. There was no problem like this before. Her defense in the long run, Your Honor, is going to be that she was defending herself because the other person struck first. If that's correct, then I don't understand why the other person's not charged, but you know, things happen. So she works as a caregiver at home, giving care to her disabled father who is elderly. She is paid by Medicare and or Medicaid for that at the rate of approximately $700 a month. And so she can't really afford a bond, but she is doing that work. Not ironically, but perhaps fittingly, even before she started caring for her father and was allowed to be the person who cared for her father and get paid for doing it. Because of his condition, she worked in home health before that anyway. She did that for other people. We would ask the court to consider a signature bond. She does have a stable address, and that's basically it. Thank you.
Okay. And what is the the relationship or the connection with her and the victim? Do you know?
I believe that the alleged victim would be her son's, perhaps child's father, mother.
Okay, they were in child support court.
Right.
And her last arrest was in 2010.
Yes.
Baker, okay. I will give a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial and make that level 1. And I want her to take the 2-day anger management class or anger awareness class for 2 days. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I'm going to order her to stay away from 185 Central Avenue of the courthouse unless she has a case there, that she must be there for a legal case. If it's her son's case or anybody else's case, she should not be there. I don't think she needs to be there unless she's a witness to something.
The impression I get was probably, I'm guessing she was probably a witness.
Well, I don't know about a witness to child support. It's probably the son's case and she was there as his mom to help
Could
him
be.
out. I think I see the son on the Zoom, but I don't believe his mom has to go to court with him for his child support case.
I was there because of them giving me custody of her back in June. And Yana had put the child out, and the court had given her to me at the time. So that's what she was upset about, because CPS came out about her putting the child outside.
Okay, so how old is this child?
12.
12, and you still have custody?
No, I don't, and that's what happened. She assaulted me the same at the recreation center and witnessed there. And I asked the solicitor that day when I was giving her the paperwork to have Ayana to sit there, because Ayana was already out on probation. It was not to have any contact with me, but she's been calling, harassing.
Okay, well, you can solve that. If there's a no contact order for her, then you need to call the police, because if she's violated that, then she would be arrested. So you can handle that. So I'm gonna let you out on the signature bond, but I do want you all to have no further contact If you see her coming, you need to go the other way. If she comes bothering you, you need to call the police to let them know that you didn't come to her, she came to you. And I know your son is here listening, and Mr. Smith, if this is your child's mother, tell her to leave your mom alone, because she's getting ready to go to jail. So, I want this to cool down. I know it was just yesterday, but there's a no further contact. And I'm not gonna do a stay away for your mom per se from the courthouse, but now I see why she was there, because of the custody issue. So she can come to court to deal with matters regarding this grandchild if she's required to be in attendance there, but it was not what I thought it was. Thought it was your case or something, and she was just there to support you. So that's not exactly the case, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right, so she
Your Honor,
can,
the case management says there was an abandonment action and court appearance yesterday in front of Magistrate Bobby Wolf.
okay. But I see custody, grandma may have had some in the past that got changed, I don't know. Who has custody of the child now? Mr. Smith?
The mother.
The mother has custody
Ayana.
back?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so, I'm gonna ask your mom, Miss Smith, Monica Smith, to just have no further contact with her right now. And if you need to talk to your grandchild, just talk on the phone, and she lets you talk through your son, so that you don't have to have any contact with Miss Reed. And, you can come to the courthouse if you have business to conduct at the courthouse. Or you have to be there as a witness, so. But if not, then stay away from the courthouse unless you have a need or have to be there, okay?
Okay, thank
No
you.
drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank
Excuse me,
you.
Judge.
What's up?
Did you say she has a signature bond so she can basically sign herself out, right?
Correct. She has a $3,000 signature bond, but it's through pretrial, so she's gonna have to report into them once a month, level 1, and take that 2-day anger management course. It's free through
Okay.
pretrial.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right. And Ms. Young, did we get anywhere on the interpreter or not?
Your Honor, we sent out the request. I don't have a reply yet.
We're done.
Oh. It looks like we're going to have to reset them.
Okay, Judge, I reached out to Lucinda. She gonna jump on it in a few minutes. She probably
Oh, you
won't.
just got something back from her?
Okay,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Ms. Lewis.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. I'm not used to hearing Ms. Lewis's voice in the afternoon.
She's watching me.
Ms. Young?
Ms. Young?
Yes, PD Cook. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. McLean. I'm sorry. Yes.
No, it's Keith Cook. You're right.
Oh, Mr. Cook. Okay.
Sorry. I use the same list over and over and it could be an old list. If you have a list of the critical people I need to contact for interpreters and you could send it to me, that would be great. Cause I know on a lot of our emails, we send them to people who don't need them. And maybe on some we send them to people, don't send them to people who do, but it's the same, interpreter list request I've been using,
Yes, sir.
every day.
We'll make sure you get the updated emails.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Your Honor, would you like for me to pause the recording?
Yes, we can pause. We'll hold for a few minutes till the interpreter signs on. But I see, I think I have a witness or two.
Sorry. Your Honor, the interpreter is signed on. Ms.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I
Yes,
can.
I can't see you for some.
Yeah,
Oh, there
there
you
you
are.
go.
How
Hi,
are
Miss
you?
Chancy, how are you?
I'm
So we
doing
got,
great.
you got two, they gotta interview them, I guess, first. Which
Okay.
one you wanna go first, the number two? Is it Ma Cardenas?
Yes, they're both mine. So Miss
Oh, they're
Cardenas,
both yours? Oh, good, okay.
both can go. Miss Cardenas can go first.
Put, PD Cook and, Miss Chancy in a breakout with courtroom. So are they both in courtroom two? Is one in one and one in?
one is
Looks
in,
like-
Cardenas is at ACDC.
Oh, that's, okay. So whichever one you start with, ACDC and courtroom two. Courtroom two is Enrique Ibarra Campos.
Yes, that's fine.
All right, which one? Hot to it. Don't take too long, PD Cook. We got a nice short day. All right. Let's see. Mr. Archibald, which case are you here for? You're muted.
Mr. Archibald, please look at your screen. I sent you a message to unmute. It should be popping up.
I see it. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm here supporting my niece, Blanca Castillo.
Who?
Blanca Castillo.
That's number two.
Yes,
Costito, what's the last name?
Castillo.
Do we have that?
She's the victim in position two.
Oh, the victim. Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're just checking. And Maria Santoyo, which case?
I need to mute this thing back.
Yes, you do.
Hello. For my mother, M.A. Cardenas.
Okay. Same case, okay. You're her daughter. And who's the other one?
Salud.
Yeah. Yes, Miss Castillo Pequeno. Which case are you here for?
Good afternoon, your judge, Your
Mhm.
Honor. I am the victim for Maria M.A. Salud Cardenas Infante.
You're the victim, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just taking inventory here.
Your judge, can I go ahead and mute myself?
Please,
Thank you.
thank you. And is that all that we have? Let's see.
My salud.
Ma Salud,
I asked him to start his video.
Ma Salud. Ma Salud. Yes. Which case are you here for?
Yes, hello, it's me.
Yes, which,
Francisco.
who?
This is my mom.
Your mom
My
is
mom.
Miss Castillo? Say your mom's name?
M.A. Maria Cárdenas Infante.
Oh, the daughter, that's,
Position 2, Your Honor, that he's the son.
of Maria.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All of you all will not be able to speak, even if you were on the scene, because it's too many. This is not the trial. Is there anybody here for position 3? Enrique Ibarro Campos? Rosa, let's see, else do we have? Oh, DeRosa, Madra, something, I can't see the,
Madrigal. And then we have an
Madrigal.
iPad 4 on the go.
For which position?
I'm not for sure. I'll ask.
Oh,
them.
you're not sure. Okay, Rosa, Madrigal. Does anybody know who that is? Yes, who is that?
Hi, good afternoon, Your Honor. I believe Rosa Madrigal is M.A. Salud Cardenas' daughter-in-law.
No, Lordy, Y'all not gonna keep me here till tomorrow. I got the whole
That's
family.
not the plan. That's not the
Okay.
plan. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
We'll
And
try to
then-
make it quick, trust me.
Okay, and then who's iPad 4? Anybody
That's
know?
one of the sons of M.A.
Mm,
Cardenas.
okay, all right. So those are all the people. Who's C. Hawkins, SC? Who's that? Somebody that works here? C. Hawkins? There's somebody that works here? Ms. Young?
I'm not for sure, Your Honor.
Send them a chat, see if they'll answer. C. Hawkins.
Yes, ma'am. And Your Honor, you know I'm not familiar with the afternoon court. Sheila Thornton is who?
I know who she is.
Okay.
Jorge Santallo. That's who? That's with Maria. All of them are with, okay.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah, it's my mom.
your
Maria.
mom? All right. Maria has how many children?
I'm sorry, that's my husband. That's her son-in-law.
Oh, son-in-law. Okay,
Yes.
son-in-law. Okay. Still don't know who C. Hawkins is. And iPad, right? But I'm gonna associate everybody with this second case. Estefani Santiago, did I do that one?
That's part of position 2.
Estefani?
That's part of position 2, Your Honor.
I'm just gonna put everybody else with position 2.
I've
We
chatted to
still didn't
Hawkins.
find out about Hawkins, huh?
Oh, yes, they're a new hire for state court.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the young lady who works up for it, Your Honor.
I was
What's her
thinking,
last name? I'm sorry.
that's okay.
We do have new people.
Yeah, if you're an employee, let me kind of know or else. So that's all we've taken. Roll call for family support. Okay, got it.
Your Honor. Ms. Lucia just signed in also.
I know, I wish both cases were not.
I know. I could
Mr.
do another
McLean, will you
breakout
help
room.
your buddy out and interview him with Miss Lucia so we don't have to wait? Can y'all do that? Will they let you do that?
Sure. Is it a problem with having one interpreter or what is it?
We have two. We're so excited and we want to keep both of them, but both of them are Mr. Cook's cases. Can you interview the other one for him?
I need to get the police report.
Okay. Is he next door to you or he's not?
No, I'm on the 16th floor. I don't know if he's remote or in the building.
Oh, I thought y'all stuck together.
No, let's see what we got here. I can get it from the Odyssey.
Okay.
What's the what's the booking number?
Which one is he? The other one would be position number 3.
Booking number is 241-9261.
Okay, 261. That's what I need. Thank you.
Okay. So hold on, Miss Lucia.
Yep, you bet, Your Honor. Hello, good afternoon. Can I just have the name of the person, please?
Okay, I have Enrique Ibarra to
Okay.
IBARRA hyphen Campos, CAMPOS.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. As soon as he pulls up the report, we'll get Miss Young to put you all in a breakout.
Okay.
That's the one that's ACDC, right?
No, ma'am, that's courtroom 2.
Oh, courtroom 2. It's the opposite. Okay.
I just sent you a chat, PD McLean.
Okay,
Please.
I'll take a look. Oh, okay, that'll make it quick.
I thought so.
Yes,
You ready for the breakout, Mr. McLean?
yes.
All righty.
Judge, we're ready for position number 2.
All right. This is 24 CR 007536H. I think it's Ma Cardenas, charged with 1 count of battery, pretrial. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're on mute.
What was the first charge, Your Honor, please?
Battery, 1 charge.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, esta es la señora, Ma Cárdenas, con el número de caso 24CR7536H, con un cargo de golpes y lesiones.
All right. Pretrial said it was first arrest date.
Your Honor,
Y la oficina de servicios previos al juicio dijo que era el primer arresto.
Your Honor, this incident happened September of last year. The victim in this case is Blanca Castillo Pequeño.
Este incidente ocurrió en septiembre del año pasado con la víctima llamada Blanca Castillo Pequeño.
The incident location is 7000 Goodson Road in Union City.
El lugar del incidente es el 7000 de Goodson Road en Union City.
The victim was in a physical altercation with the defendant's son when the defendant grabbed the victim by her hair, pulled her back, and hit her in the face, causing bruises.
La víctima estaba teniendo una disputa con el hijo de ella cuando esta acusada la tomó del pelo y golpeó, causando moretones y lesiones.
We have spoken with the victim, who states that she is the daughter-in-law of the defendant and they do not live together.
I'm sorry, that they have been what?
They do not live together.
Oh, okay, thank you. La víctima nos ha declarado de que ella no vive con el hijo de la acusada.
She confirmed the events in the warrant and stated that nothing like this had ever happened before.
Ella confirmó todos los hechos descritos en la orden de arresto y agregó que esto nunca había sucedido antes.
She states that she has been in contact with the defendant since this incident occurred and there has been no violence.
Ella también declaró que ha tenido contacto con la acusada desde que ocurrió el incidente y no ha habido ningún contacto violento.
She does want to continue contact.
Ella quiere continuar el contacto entre ellas.
So the state's recommendation is a signature bond through pretrial services, no further violent contact, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Entonces, el convenio declaratorio propuesto por la Fiscalía es una fianza bajo firma a través de los servicios previos al juicio, no tener ningún contacto violento de ningún tipo y queda prohibido el uso de drogas, alcohol y armas mientras esté libre bajo fianza.
I would ask the court to sound for Ms. Blanca Castillo Pequeño.
Voy a pedir que, señora Blanca Castillo Pequeño, está presente, por favor avísenos. Prenda su micrófono, su cámara ya. ¿Ella está ahí?
All right, Ms. Castillo Pequeno, do you wish to address the court today?
Señora Castillo Pequeño, ¿usted quiere hablar con la jueza?
Yes, Your Honor. Sí, señora.
All right, let me swear you in. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right. You can put your hand down. All right, briefly, do you want to have any further contact with Ms. Cardenas?
Previamente, díganos si quiere seguir teniendo contacto con la señora Cardenas.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like for Ms. Cardenas and I to have further non-violent contact, being that, like I stated to Ms. Cheney earlier today, this incident has never occurred before. And after the incident, we did come into contact and there was no violence involved. So.
Y su señoría, yo quisiera seguir contacto entre nosotras, como le expliqué a la señora Cheney. Esto no ocurrió antes y después del incidente nos contactamos y no hubo ningún tipo de contacto violento entre nosotras.
All right, and you're not in fear of her?
¿Usted no le teme?
No, Your Honor.
No, su señoría.
All right, and you're her daughter-in-law?
¿Usted es la nuera?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, su señoría.
No, all right, this is just a family misunderstanding?
Este es un malentendido de familia.
Correct.
Correcto.
Do you all live together?
No, Your Honor.
¿Viven juntos? No, su señoría.
And state, this happened over a year ago, right?
Yes,
Correct.
Your Honor.
All right, and there's been no incident since then?
No, Your Honor.
Desde un año no, desde ese entonces no ha habido un incidente. No, su señoría.
All right. What I'll do is I'm going to order a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial.
Lo que voy a ordenar es una fianza bajo firma a través de los servicios previos al juicio de $2,500.
And so, PD Cook, do you have any objections to a signature bond?
No objection, Your Honor.
How old is Ms. Cardenas?
60.
¿Qué edad
60.
tiene la señora Carmen? 60. Perdón, 50 or 60, sir.
60.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. 60 años.
All right. And so I will give $2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1.
Le voy a dar entonces la fianza de $2,500 bajo firma a través de los servicios previos al juicio.
2-day anger awareness course.
Y que tome un curso de 2 días para manejo de la ira.
No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Y queda prohibido el uso de drogas, alcohol y armas durante la libertad bajo fianza.
And no further violent contact with the victim.
Y queda prohibido el contacto violento con la víctima.
And I think that's all I need to do. I don't think I need to do a stay away or anything else, do I, State?
No, Your Honor.
Creo que eso es todo lo que necesito hacer.
And PD Cook, anything else you need to add?
¿Hay algo más? De la defensa, no, nada más, su señoría.
All right, good luck to all of you.
Muy bien, mucha suerte a todos ustedes.
Your Honor, before we end,
Yes.
Miss Maria Santoyo, Miss Santoyo she said, may I please speak? Just a FYI.
Preferably not, because she's not the victim here, and this is not the trial. This is just a bond hearing. And I believe she's the daughter, correct? Of the defendant.
Creo que mejor que no hable ahora porque ella no es la víctima ni tampoco esto es un juicio. ¿Es usted la hija de la acusada?
Is that correct, Miss Proclamo?
Correcto.
Yeah, that's true. Her daughter.
Okay, so this is a bond hearing. I've already given your mother a signature bond. So she's going to get out within 24 hours. I'm not for sure what else you need to tell me that's going to change anything at this moment. This is not your mother's trial. You will get a chance to testify later if she needs other witnesses. Were you on the scene at this incident, I'm guessing?
No, I was not at the scene.
Okay, then there's nothing I need to hear from you for today. So you can talk to her attorney later if you want to give some information or something to help your mom, you can do that. But the forum is not for that today. I'm just zoning in on what happened, making sure everybody's safe, making sure this is cooled down, and hopefully the police will never be called again, okay?
Okay, so for questions, direct them to her lawyer?
Yes, if they'll speak with you, your mother probably need to give permission for that. And her lawyer is Mr. Keith Cook.
Okay,
You
okay.
see him there?
Yeah, this is very new to us, never happened to us before, so we have questions. Thank you.
Right. PD Cook, do you want to give them your number in the chat or something?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, can you chat it to Maria is it Santoyo?
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you know how to work the chat feature? You see chat? At the bottom of your screen, maybe? Where you can get a message, you see the chat feature? Miss Santoyo?
Yeah, I see the chat feature.
Okay, he's gonna direct chat you his number so that you can call him to ask questions for your mom, okay?
Okay. And then in 24 hours, she'll be she'll be able to sign herself out?
Yes, as long as she has no other holds and no other warrants or anything, they'll run a last check of that. And then she'll be out. But it could be at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's weird
That's fine.
hours and times.
It's okay, I'll come.
And
Thank
you've
you.
done that, Mr. Cook?
I'm doing it right now, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll get, don't sign out until you get his number. And then
Okay.
that way you'll be able to give him a call, but you need to have your mother with you when you call him, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, that should be it. And everyone else, I'm sure she thanks you all for your support, okay? All right, thank you.
So you have one more person, Your Honor?
Yes, and I think Miss Lucia signed on. I got both of you all in one day together. So, so she was doing the other one, PD Cook with, your cohort here. He did it for you. I made him do it.
Oh,
We're completed here at ACDC. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. McLean, did Enrique Ibarra compost?
Yeah, I think they're still in, correct? Are they still interviewing? All the other persons with Miss Cardenas' case, you all are free to go. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
You
Thank
too.
you, Ms.
Bye-bye.
Chancellor.
All right.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great
All
one.
right, you're welcome. Thank you. They're still in the breakout. Tell them they better hurry up. what's her name? Chanel. Ms. Young, you send him a message?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't make no sense with this name. There it is. All right,
There we
sorry
go.
about that. My
There
camera
we go.
wouldn't come on.
I think we're in pretty good shape. I understand the state may have a favorable recommendation regarding this bond issue, and what
Okay.
we're simply trying to do is make sure that Mr. Rivera can receive mail notifications, otherwise stay in touch with his court dates.
Okay, let me call this one. 24 CR 007537E Enrique Ibarra can't post charge at one count of criminal trespass. And I think pretrial said third arrest.
That's
Oh,
what
wait, trespassing. Do you have anything else, ASG McCoffey?
No, that's what I have, Your Honor. This is his third arrest.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was not listening to what you were saying because I'm on the phone with the Roswell Housing Authority trying to find a contact for Mr. Ibarra.
That's okay. I'll start over. 24 CR 007537E. He's charged with one count of criminal trespass.
Este es el caso 24 CR 007537E y él está acusado de una acusación de allanamiento de morada.
And I understand it's his third arrest. Last was in '08 for criminal trespass.
De lo que entiendo, este es su tercer arresto. El último fue en el 2008 por el mismo cargo, allanamiento de morada.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant is accused of sleeping in the vacant property located at 974 Myrtle Street in Roswell.
Sí, el señor está acusado de haber dormido en una propiedad vacía en el 974 Myrtle Street en Roswell.
When officers made with him, he stated that he was homeless and was sleeping in the property because the apartment prices were too expensive.
Dijo que cuando los oficiales a los agentes de policía le preguntaron, dijeron que él dijo que él estaba durmiendo en la propiedad porque los precios de los apartamentos eran muy caros.
The recommendation is a signature bond, stay away from the incident location, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol.
La recomendación es una fianza con su propia firma, no droga, no alcohol, no armas durante el tiempo que usted esté bajo fianza.
All right. And
Your Honor,
so, yes.
of course, Your Honor, we would have no objection to the signature bond and the stay away. The stay away will be more fully explained to Mr. Ibarra by the interpreter. However, we're simply trying to make sure there's some way that he can get a court notice of his next court date. And I'm even thinking of having him show up on SAP day from Freedom to courtroom G33, failing. But that would work if it's okay with the court.
Yes. If you have him to come back on, and I don't think I said the SAP date is 11/21. Did I say it?
That's so long ago.
It was so long ago. I don't
Mr.
remember.
Mr. McLean, just for your information, there I do have an apartment number. They do have the name of the person that he gave. On a
right. But at this point, we don't have that. Although that is his friend, and we know their apartment, we don't have that friend's permission to use their mailing address for Mr. Ibarra's mail yet.
Okay.
So this is the more surefire way of doing it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So have him to come back on 11/21.
Right. At
Okay,
2
tell
o'clock.
him that at 2 o'clock, Miss Lucia.
¿Usted le van a dejar salir bajo fianza el día de hoy? Nada más con su firma, no tiene que pagar. Hay una orden de que usted no puede regresar a esa ubicación a quedarse a dormir ahí en departamentos vacíos. Necesita encontrar dónde quedarse. Y necesita regresar a las 2 de la tarde el 21 de noviembre.
So SAP starts at 9 a.m.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we say 9 a.m.?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. 9
That's right.
a.m. Not
Okay,
SAP.
perdón.
Sorry.
Es el 21 de noviembre a las 9 de la mañana. Necesita presentarse.
And it's going to be very important for him not to trespass at this place or anywhere else in the meantime and obey the law. But it's also important for him to have bus fare for him to get to downtown Atlanta and back.
Okay. Es muy importante. I will translate that, but can somebody tell me where does he need to be on November 21st at 9 a.m.?
G33 at the courthouse, 136 prior, 160.
Excuse me.
Well, they don't come in the 160 door. They'll let the public come into the 136 door or 132.
Miss Young, give him the address of where to come for SAP.
160 Prior Street.
You can come in 160, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not an employee's interest only?
No, Mr. McLean, it's not.
Okay. And that's
Okay,
the
good.
courthouse, right? That's the Fulton County Courthouse. Okay.
Correct.
Usted tiene que, y primero, la regla es no puede regresar a esos apartamentos a dormir en un apartamento vacío o a buscar dónde dormir. Tiene que encontrar a una persona, un amigo, alguien que le deje dormir con él. Tiene que regresar a las 9 de la mañana el 21 de noviembre al edificio de la corte del Tribunal de Fulton. Ese edificio se encuentra en la calle Pryor Street, el número 160, pero necesita llegar con un bus o con un tren o algo así, ¿ok? And he's saying something and I am not able to
Oh,
hear.
they're on mute.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Repítame.
¿Está en el centro?
Is it downtown?
Yes.
Sí. Sí, la corte, el tribunal de downtown de Fulton.
Right. Tell him he's coming to the state court building.
Va a entrar al edificio de la corte estatal.
At one Prior Street, over the sign over the door says Carnes, Carnes.
Carnes building. It does. Huh?
Arriba de la puerta del edificio
2000
está el
signature.
nombre del edificio, que es
It
CARN.
needs to come through you, but we having him come back to SAP. But I won't let it come through you because you can't. Do y'all have a Spanish person?
¿Sí sabe qué día? ¿Sí escuchó bien? ¿Sí sabe qué día?
So I needed to come through pretrial, ASG Makaki, but I may not just because he's coming back for SAP.
And I don't see that he had any criminal trespass convictions or anything.
Oh, so this is his first. Okay, good.
Yes.
So SOB through the jail. $2,000 signature bond through the jail. So he can sign himself out, come back to court on the SAP calendar, 11/21 at 9 a.m. Courtroom G33. He cannot have any drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Ok, este es el fallo del juez. Tiene un bono de fianza, una fianza con su propia firma de $2,000. No tiene que pagarlos ahora, sale con su firma, pero va a estar bajo fianza hasta que regrese al tribunal el 21 de noviembre. Este es el 21 de este mes, 9 de la mañana en Pryor Street, al edificio que le dije de la Corte Estatal de Georgia. Okay? Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and he is to stay away from the 974 Myrtle Street property. He is to stay away from that property or else he'd be arrested again.
Y no puede regresar a esa propiedad del 974 Myrtle Street, porque si no lo van a arrestar otra vez. No drogas, no armas, no bebidas alcohólicas durante todo el tiempo que esté bajo fianza.
What is the address of the trespassed upon property?
974 Myrtle Street in Roswell.
It's very close to 815, so he needs to be very careful about what he does.
Está bien cerca, esta dirección donde usted estaba, está bien cerca del 815, que es donde vive su amigo. Entonces tiene que tener mucho cuidado de no regresar al 974.
All right. Anything else council need to take up? Nope.
I didn't get a chance to ask him, does he have a phone number or a Gmail or an email account with which he can be reached?
Señor Ibarra, ¿tiene usted un número de teléfono a donde nos podemos comunicar con usted o un correo electrónico?
El mío es el 470-391-7178.
Le repito, 470-391-7178. 470-391-7178 is his cell phone.
Okay. And that's it.
All right.
Okay. Eso es todo entonces.
All right, that should do it. Hold on one second. Oh, it might be virtual. That is true. SAP court is usually virtual. I just happened to be here today for different reasons.
Let's see.
Can he then come to the clerk's office? Will they be able to then get a message to whomever to get him? Or will they get him on a computer or something? Do you all have that capability, Ms. Young? Because I guess you would have to have an interpreter available.
Yes, we would need an interpreter available, Your Honor, and it's possible to give him the Zoom link for that day.
Mm-hmm. Someone would assist him and give him the Zoom link. He does have a cell phone, did I hear that?
He does, Your Honor. I am not sure if it has web capabilities.
Yeah, it may not have internet. Can you ask him that? Does he have internet on his phone?
Señor Ibarra, ¿tiene usted acceso a internet en su teléfono celular?
Sí.
He said yes.
Yes.
¿Sabe usted cómo entrar en una llamada por Zoom?
No,
You would.
Okay. So he says that he does have internet access on his phone. He does not know what Zoom is or how to do that.
So if he comes to the clerk's office on that day, they can at least get him on. He can sit out there in the hallway and they can get him on the internet.
Okay. La cita del tribunal para el 21 de noviembre es por Zoom. Entonces, usted puede entrar a la corte e ir a la oficina de información y ahí le pueden dar el código para que usted ingrese, le pueden ayudar a ingresar a Zoom. ¿Tiene usted correo electrónico?
And that's J135?
Dijo que no.
J150, Your Honor.
Sorry, J150. Okay, we may want to add that to his order.
Is J150
The same building.
Yes.
Same building.
Okay.
Same building, first floor, J150.
Ok, tiene que, cuando entre al edificio de 160 Prior, tiene que subir al primer piso. Y ahí tiene que ver la oficina J150.
Okay.
He brings his cell phone, they'll help him get on the link.
Traiga su teléfono celular para que ellos le ayuden a entrar ahí. Okay. Yes.
That's the best we can do.
¿Se va a acordar todo esto? Okay. I asked him if he's going to remember all this. And he said yes.
It's on his bond order, so when he gets a copy, we put it on there.
Oh, okay, great. Toda esta información va a estar en el papel que le hacen firmar el día de hoy para que salga. No lo pierda y asegúrese de regresar a la corte el 21.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Eso es todo. Thank you, Your Honor. Will that
All right,
be
thank
all
you.
for the court?
Yes, that will be it. Thank you so much. See you next
Have a
time.
good afternoon. Next time.
All right, thank you. Yes, we'll do our reconciliation.
Okay, once again, the reset date for the SAP calendar is going to be November the 21st. Position number 1 is going to the SAP calendar with a $600 good bond. Position 2 is reset further notice with a $2,500 SOB through pretrial. Position number 3 is going to the SAP calendar with a $2,000 SOB through the jail. Position 4, reset to the SAP calendar with a $500 good bond. Position 5 is reset further notice with a $3,000 SOB through pretrial. The contact is no further contact.
On position 5?
On position
Okay,
5,
right.
Lanyana Reed. Position 6 is reset to the SAP calendar with a $500 good bond. Are there any questions, comments, or otherwise?
Nope, that was it. All right, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.